Good evening. Hi, everyone. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler. This is your weekly Cosmic Connections. I'm also known as Agent 56 for the CIA, the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, and a very proud member of the premier astrological Facebook page and website on the net and across the planet. Good evening. Good evening. Hi, Chastity. Hello, hello. I'm so glad that you're here, and please come on in the room. We often have a little bit of a delay. Hi, Lois. I'm sorry I'm a little late today. I want to blame Virgo. I want to blame this irritating little eyelash that kept on bothering my eye. And I mean, can you imagine that? Just you have to talk for an hour, and you're always concerned about the eye. It's the minutia of life that sometimes gets us, isn't it? And right now we're celebrating Virgo energy, friends. We're coming upon the Crescent lunation of the cycle of Cancer. This time of the year, we're celebrating the Cancer energy. And our lunation this evening at 9:46, that's Eastern Daylight Time, is when we're going to be focusing on building the template for our dream and goal, and having to go through some struggles to go about to achieve that. So take heart, have courage, and we're going to talk about the Sabian symbol in a moment. I just want to say a big warm hello to Jeanette and Melissa and Krista and Cindy and Sheila. I know it's a great thing to blame, right, Sherlyn? Because you're a Virgo, of course, and I'm a secret Virgo because I've got so many planets in Virgo. Hi there, Cindy. Hi, Melissa. Rebecca, good evening. Hello, LaRonda and Melissa and Lois and Karen, Marie and Jody. And Jody, can I talk to you about you today? I am. I will. Paula, Chastity, welcome, friends. And Jan and Marianne. I'm going to talk about you too, Marianne. Jill and Joy. Hi, beautiful friends. So, Virgo energy is in my house of friendship. So the past 2 days have been really wonderful for me. I got to spend some time with some friends over food. My two favorite things, friends and food, right? Namely, a couple people in the room right now. And also yesterday, a dear friend of over 40 years I met for dinner, who happens to be a Virgo. And how interesting, the friends I met with today, one's a Virgo, and one's a Virgo rising. So let's celebrate Virgo, friends, wherever it falls in your chart, because the moon's in Virgo, the lunation will be in Virgo, and we're going to talk about that Sabian symbol. And here's the question for the week, because as we're gaining light with our new moon every day in every way, we're getting more and more light. This is the crescent cycle. We're seeing that beautiful crescent moon, the horned moon, and it's reminding us that we've got to take charge of whatever plan that we have consciously or unconsciously set on Friday with the new moon. And Virgo is about the minutia. So I'm a little late. I got this eyelash here and there, and I didn't attend to all the details because I brought my charger for my computer, but I didn't have the right plug to it. Life is in the details. And the question for you all, and please share, because I know we all have had this experience. When you drop the ball on something that's little, like forgetting your charger, but see, I had a backup plan. I had the other charger hidden away in my car, because this has happened to me before. But think about the little things that we do. We drop the ball. We might forget to pay a bill. We might forget to, oh gosh, this is pretty much a venial sin, right? But we forgot to say happy birthday to a beloved friend or relative, on and on and on. What does your mind say to you? Do you submit yourself to shame? Because in the Virgo energy, in the Virgo lexicon of shadow, Virgo, remember, is the sign of the perfectionistic person. And so the opposite of that is the falling apart, the self-critical self-talk, and going into shame. Do you shame yourself? Do you should on yourself? I love saying that. Do you should on yourself? I should have done that. I should have done that. I should have done this. So feel free to share your favorite shoulds and think about how we might be working through that in the next couple of days because of the Crescent cycle. Pure Virgo energy. Virgo at its best is dedicated and devoted and service-oriented. Virgo at its worst is nitpicking. I talked to someone right before I got to talk to you tonight, and without divulging names or any other circumstance, this is an individual who is very talented and very brilliant at fixing things, And how am I going to word this? Anyway, one of his clients that he's fixing something for is actually diagnosed with OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. So everything my friend is doing for this individual isn't good enough. And now, granted, this is an actual certified and nothing to laugh about mental illness, whereby the brains of some people become so fixated on the negative that they can't move away from commenting or feeling uncomfortable and somewhat downright at dis-ease about the external world. So that's an example of Virgo shaming in the absolute extreme. So my message for you all tonight, if you catch yourself getting into that supercharged, turbocharged Virgo energy of being self-critical or critical of someone else, of course, and I have seen that and I've heard that and I have felt that with a lot of my clients and friends and family members this week because it's coinciding with this Crescent cycle. What do you do about it? How can you break the bond of shaming because you're not perfect or because someone else isn't perfect? I will admit to you, as God is my witness, and even if there wasn't a God, I just still say the same thing. I am perfectly imperfect. And that's a good mantra for us during this Virgo unfolding right now. I am perfectly imperfect. And another thing I told to a client this past week who's extraordinarily stressed out by her extraordinarily demanding job, I reminded her, are you doing the best you can do? Are you doing the very best you can do? Do you sleep well at night because you gave your all to your job, because you gave your all to your clients? When we are in our sense of Virgo righteousness, of working hard and putting forth the best effort, people feel that, and you should be kinder to yourself and go to the opposite sign of Pisces, which is unconditional love for self. So those are my opening comments. And a big hello. I should be working out. Yeah, perfect. Write down the stuff you should be doing, my dear friends. And when you don't get to it, knock on Saturn's door and ask you for a little bit more discipline. The other question for the week is, have you gotten to a organizational goal in the past 2 days, or maybe tomorrow? We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but are you achieving an organizational goal that you've been thinking about doing for a while? Because the Virgo moon tends to push us to new heights of organization. All right, so big hellos to Sasha. I should be happier. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, Miss Walker. That's a big one with spiritual circles, isn't it? I always say that if you cry, that's a good thing. And if you laugh, that's a good thing. And depending on the location of the moon, you will do both in one short month. It's okay to be glum and depressed. But if it's consistent, then we call that a disease and we want to treat it. The same thing with happiness. In the lexicon of mental health, if we're constantly at a manic state, that's actually called mania. Happiness, 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 happiness. It's all about the balance. And hopefully hopefully you're understanding why I'm doing these weekly things, other than to give a shout out to my wonderful friends at the CIA, the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. By the way, take a look in the headings. Scroll back to the very beginning. I am so excited to announce that CIA is playing Jupiter. We have a free ebook for everyone who is listening tonight and everyone on the planet. It's very exciting. I'm going to scroll back to the beginning, and you all can tap into this. Oh, where did it go? Let's see if I can do that again. Fingers crossed. I think I can do that. If anyone would be so kind as I put it right in the entry of our webcast today. There's a link, and if you go to the CIA, you can get this wonderful compilation of astrologers talking about the year ahead. Free, and it's wonderful. Very highly edited and some great information for you. Tracy, hello from Myrtle Beach. Hello. Okay, fantastic, Paul Gijon. Right, while you are actually being pushed to get a project off the ground. The Virgo energy says, we can do it, we can do it, let's go for it, right? You didn't see the link. All right, I'm going to put, it should be in the end, in the beginning of the webcast. I wonder if I could do this and still be with you. Let's see, I'm going to try something. Let's see if this works. Okay. Hopefully you can still see me. Yeah, okay, you can probably see me. I'm going to play around with this. I'm going to get fancy here and get the link. Bum, bum, bum. I think you can still see me. I think you can still see me. All right, this is the link. And for your beautiful free, let's see, watch this, friends. Now, I'm getting good at this. Here you go. I'm chatting away. This is the Cosmic Intelligence Agency products, and it's a beautiful, oh, thank you. And thank you, Mr. Adam. Okay, thank you. Thank you, New York, the Psychic Connection. Oh, you guys are great. I appreciate that. Now, there we go. We got it. Lots of them. Perfect. Click and get your free ebook. Another thing I want to remind you of tomorrow night, and if anyone could possibly share the link as well. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing an encore performance and teaching and webcast and webinar that I'm so excited about through Fellowships of the Spirit. It's 6:30 until 9:30, and that is Eastern Daylight Time. So if you're awake or available, please join. And if you can't physically be there, you can still purchase the webcast and get a copy. I get a recording of it. Well, anyway, it's going to be about the cosmic shift in consciousness. I'm going to talk about the nodes. I'm going to talk about your north node, your south node, the previous shift of Gemini Sagittarius that occurred in 2020, and what we can look forward to in the next year and a half, beginning in November. So please join me for that. It's going to be a great class. It's through Fellowships of the Spirit. If someone could possibly put the link up, that would be great. The link is connected to your post. Fabulous. And a lot of you are going to be going to that already, but it's open to all. And one more reminder for you. Does anyone have children out there? Any grandchildren across the world? Lilydale Assembly, of which I am a very proud presenter at the seat of spiritualism, is going to be having their yearly Children's Week training online, Zoom, to keep the kids all safe, and that starts next week. My friend Jody or Marianne, maybe you could put the link on for that. Our dear friend, Dr. Patricia Bell, has been the mother of Children's Week. So please consider that for your children or your grandbabies. And that starts next week. Fantastic classes and webinars, support, training, lots of things in the world for us all, friends. And if you have anything that you want to share, feel free to just share a link. You know, we're becoming a little bit of a nice group here on Wednesday nights. Okay. Thank you, Robin and Melissa and Chastity and Lynn. You guys are awesome. Hi there, Francis and Retta. Thank you for being here tonight. And Krista and Michael and Michelle and Adam and the New York Psychic Connection. Thank you, Elizabeth and Sophia and Leslie and Rhonda, Lynn, Michelle and Robin and Paul and Kylie. Thank you for putting the link up. And thank you, Sherry. And thank you all for being here. I'd love to say hi to all, but just know my heart's with you all. So our format, I'm going to talk about the crescent moon now. And I'm going to do something that I forgot to do last week. I'm going to give you the mini read for how it might resonate with your own charts. And then we're going to be doing some nice mediumship. And the mediumship is kind of a meet and greet when I can come to any one of you and give you a spiritual message. I'm obviously an astrologer, but I'm also a trained medium and a natural medium. And those of you who have studied astrology may have picked up that, yes, Cassandra Joan Butler has her sun conjunct Neptune, squaring Uranus, squaring Chiron. Get the picture? And then it's all that Neptune thing with the sun thing is conjunct her Mercury thing. So when I open my mouth and do mediumship, I trust Spirit's messages. This crescent cycle, we have the moon conjunct Vesta, number one. Now, Vesta is the asteroid that's connected with spiritual practices. Again, I'm talking about, please don't shame yourself for not doing your shoulds. But I think that in the next few days, we'll be inspired to do whatever it takes to enhance what and how we deem to be spiritual. So the moon is the receptacle of feelings and daily habit patterns. And as it's conjunct Vesta, the goddess of the inner flame, will be able to actually, hopefully, initiate a revival of what it takes to make us feel good inside spiritually, whether that be prayer, meditation, Tai Chi, walking in the woods, doing yoga, doing chanting, holding hands with others in a development circle or around a campfire. Whatever your thing is, you might get inspired in the next week to do that with the help of Vesta, number one. Number two, the moon is going to be trining Ceres. So that's for all you guys out there, myself included, who have this should. I should eat better. I should take care of my nutrition better. We'll also get an impulse to do that, to watch how we're eating, when we're eating, how we're eating, to make the process of nutrition very much a ritual and a is how can I put this, to sanctify our nutritional habits with the moon trining Ceres. There's always a little bit of tension in the big room. We have the sun coming up to an opposition to our friend Pluto. Anyone out there, another question for you. Are you feeling this feeling? Enough is enough. There's a line in the sand. I'm going to be treated with respect. I am no longer going to put up with X, Y, and Z. And you know what? This is it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Miss Nice Guy. I am going to take care of myself. And you are going to stop controlling me. Did anyone have that conversation? If not, you may in the next couple of days. Okay? Enough is enough. I've got to take care of myself. So the sun, which is our sense of self, opposite Pluto, which is the godfather, the crafty, I don't give a darn godfather, the godfather of the underworld, the godfather of the underworld with crime. There's that sense that I'm going to take charge of my life and I'm not going to have anyone manipulate me. So that's another feeling tone, but it might actually translate into more action. The other thing that's happened in the skies with this beautiful crescent moon is that the moon is opposite Neptune. So your psychic intuitions, my dear friends, are going to be more on target. Watch your dreams. I had a whole number of fantastic dreams last night. I won't bore you with all the particulars, but they were very detailed and very profound. And here's the thing. I know some of you say, well, I'm not really dreaming when I go to bed at night. Yes, you are. Every 90 minutes you have a dream. But you can do a little technique. One little technique is to have a sip of water. I think I mentioned this last week. Take a sip before you nod off and basically remind yourself to have a dream. And then have pencil and paper by your bedside and or your little phone, and you can talk into it so you can record your dreams. So the atmosphere is ripe for intuition, for symbolism, and for dreaming in the next week. The other aspect is this, my dear friends. It peaked yesterday, but it's still in effect. Oh my gosh, best day to go on a date, Venus conjunct Mars. How was your yesterday? The Venus conjunct Mars in the sign of Leo is offering up the sense of identifying what we want and having the energy to go for it. It's a really hopeful type of aspect. And that was peaking yesterday, but it's still germinating somewhere in your chart, wherever you find Leo around 20 degrees. So that particular aspect, my dear friends, is asking us to, again, identify what happiness is and have the faith and the hope that you can manifest what makes you smile, what gives you joy, to enjoy the process of creating a reality that's going to give you an upliftment. And that's in Leo. I mean, Leo is creative and romantic and fun, and it rules kids as well, children, and it rules the inner child within. So tap into those yearnings that you've always had and see where it takes you. So the Venus-Mars conjunction is quite profound. And in some ways, the crescent moon is saying the same thing, because it says, regardless of what obstacles you may have in front of you, it's okay to move forward with all of your passion and all of your joy and have faith and hope to get to the other side, to manifest that is what you're trying to accomplish. The Sabian symbol, I like this one a lot. Let me grip my, I'll have to rely on my little memory here. All righty, here it is. The Sabian symbol for tonight at Crescent. A lion tamer displays her skills. I think it's actually the pronoun is his from 1928. Displays their skills with character and courage. A lion tamer. Remember, the Sabian symbols are word pictures to ignite our imagination. So I think what this is telling us is simply this. There's something you really want to do. Some goals, some dreams, some job, some courage to ask someone out on a date, or some courage to have happiness in your existing marriage. Yeah, if you're married, go on a date with your spouse. And this is saying, get up the courage like a lion tamer. You think those lion tamers aren't a little nervous sometimes? Take the lion tamer's cue, go into the arena with all of your character and all of your skill, and watch miracles happen. Watch the magic happen. So we've got three things that are going on, which is basically saying, go for your dreams. I'm going to cough. There we go. Go for your dreams with a lot of moxie and a lot of courage and a lot of focus. The Mars-Venus conjunction in Leo is helping us identify, and the crescent is saying, yeah, there are obstacles, but you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. So I think this is kind of a hopeful shift, as long as you don't allow the shadow side of Virgo, which is the shame and blame shadow of Virgo. I'm not perfect. I can't do it perfectly. I didn't do that. I dropped the ball there. Let that part go, my dear friends, because it doesn't get you anywhere. The past is the past. Do everything you can do in righteousness in any given moment, and then you don't play that shame game on yourself, because that just, I mean, I'm not saying we shouldn't make amends if we really mess up. But if you ruminate on it, which of course Virgo is ruled by Mercury, we can drive ourselves, like the example I told you earlier of that OCD condition. You're ruminating and not letting go of a negative over and over and over. So this is giving us a clean slate to be like the lion tamer and jump into the fray with a lot of joy and confidence. All right. You're very welcome, Robert. The Tower pops up too. That's a good card. Okay. And the Strength, the Strength card, I think, is a great card for the Lion Tamer for this Crescent cycle. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that. We should bring tarot in next time. I would just jump up and get my tarot, but this is what we'll do next time. We'll do some tarot as well. I know my wonderful friend Tara does the tarot as well. Tarot. But why not? Tarot is another symbolic, beautiful tool at our disposal. Okay. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Cosmic Connection. We meet on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Unless we don't. Unless Cassandra drops the ball and is late because she didn't have the right charger in her computer. True confessions, I am sorry. All right. And I'm also Agent 56 with the wonderful Cosmic Intelligence Agency, which is offering a free ebook for all of you beautiful people. So please take advantage of that. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah, I was just talking about Tara Green. Fabulous, Susan. How awesome is that? So great to connect with you tonight. Angel card readings. You know what? We could do that. We could all do some readings. We can really make this a party. So we'll move it up next week, because next week, my dear friends, we are going to be at quarter cycle, and then we'll be getting towards actually gibbous. Oh, yeah. Wait till next Wednesday. That moon's going to be in Sagittarius. So we'll change it up a little bit next week in honor of gibbous. Right? Have some fun. Welcome, Jill. Welcome, Marcy. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Now, drum roll. I forgot this last week. I am just so full of Virgo holes. I admit it. Forgot it last week, but I will not forget this week. So what I'll do is this Reader's Digest form of astrology. I gave you the rundown on the chart, right? Moon conjunct Vesta, do your spiritual work, moon trining series, pay attention to how you're eating, sanctify your nutritional process. And the big one, Sun opposite Pluto. Be aware that there's a little bit of a, not just blame and shame game, but manipulation and power broking out there too. So don't be the Godfather. Don't be playing gotcha with your friends, family, and coworkers. Gotcha, Cassandra. You forgot to do the astrology last week. Got you. Gotcha. Don't play gotcha. A lot of people are playing gotcha because the sun is opposite Pluto, and it's really creating this need for power and control, because aren't we kind of exhausted about what's been going on? We are, I thought, post-COVID, but I was at the dentist's office today, and they had, one of those TV stations on, and they were broadcasting fear, F-E-A-R. You think you're out of it? Tick, tick, tick. The D-COVID is just around the corner. No, please, I'm not making light of it, but maybe I am. But how much can a human being take? We're doing the best we can do. We are being vigilant. We're doing our Virgo thing. We're taking care of ourselves. Take care of your immunity. Oh my gosh. Eat well. Exercise well. Sleep well. Think well. Don't collapse into Sun opposite Pluto and be manipulated by fear, because that's so 2020. All right. We're 2021 people now. We're past the Capricorn lineup when we had grumpy old man Saturn kissing Pluto and terrorizing the planet. We're moving into a new order of things as of November 19th. Okay, but that's another story. That's my class tomorrow at Fellowships of the Spirit. Please join me. The nodes know. Now, drum roll, let me get focused, my dear friends. 12 signs. If you don't know your sun sign, yeah, you all know your sun sign. Blend this. Oh my goodness. I have to turn that person off. That was pretty funny. Blend your sun sign with your rising sign. If you don't know your rising sign, there's wonderful apps all over the planet. I have one on my face, or not my Facebook, but on my web page, Cassandra Joan Butler. On the first page, on the home page, you can plug in your information and get your rising sign. If you are Aries, this lunation, this crescent moon is asking you, Aries or Aries rising, to take care of your health, to be ever vigilant in a very Virgo way of watching what you eat, when you eat, and to mastermind a better way of doing your work. So that's for our Aries friends. Watch, my dear Aries, how you are taking care of you and working smarter, not harder. It's activating your sixth house. If you're Taurus or Taurus rising, you have the energy this week to have some fun, to tap into your creativity, to tap into your inner child, your inner muse, to have a little fun. Play a little bit more this week, Taurus. If you're Gemini or Gemini rising, this particular week's energy is about home and family and maybe organizing the infrastructure of your house or your home, and also communicating with your family members in a new way. If you're Cancer or Cancer rising, the energy is all about communication. Teachers and writers and salespeople might really get an oomph to take care of all the details connected with communication this week. For Leo or Leo rising, celebrate all of your wonderful resources, your talents, your skills, the way that you can bring cheer and love and light to the world. Leos, this is the time also to create abundance in your life. Maybe take a skill and turn it into a money-making flow of creating more abundance financially. If you're Virgo or Virgo rising, all eyes are on you. This is a wonderful time to take your gifts of brilliance and your gifts of devotion and up them into a different venue to celebrate without criticism how wonderful you truly are. Celebrate you, Virgo or Virgo rising. If you're Libra or Libra rising, this energy is asking you to tap into your inner knowing, your psychic self, your dream self. It's a great time for the Libra or Libra rising maybe to rest a little bit more or meditate a little bit more, do what you can do to make yourself more internally comfortable. For Scorpio or Scorpio rising, this is a great week to socialize. This crescent moon is reminding you of those beautiful friends that perhaps you lost touch of and you want to get together again with. Be social or take care of groups and associations. For Sagittarius or Sagittarius rising, this lunation is activating your career house, your responsibilities out there in the outer world. Become a leader. Do what it takes to become a little bit more active in taking charge, in using your humor, of course. For Capricorn or Capricorn rising, this particular energy might be shining a spotlight on travel, asking you to pick up the gauntlet and maybe plan a trip, take a trip. If you're a writer or a teacher, it's going to be a good week for you to organize your material and share it with others. If you're Aquarius or Aquarius rising, this is a fantastic time for you to tap into what I call your inner power. Now, power can come in through many, many, many avenues, but true power is spiritual or psychological. Standing up for yourself and being very clear on the limits of who you are and who you are not. So that's good for our Aquarius friends. Last but not least is Pisces. Pisces, this is a great week for you to identify who your special partners are, who your BFFs are, who your spouses are. You know, the people who are most significant to you, you will be able to connect with and celebrate. So there you go. There's our lunation, crescent moon, 22 degrees of Virgo. A lion tamer displays his skills and character by rushing into the arena. Okay. Thank you for sharing, Beth. Hi, Vixie, Cindy, Jan. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad, Jan. Welcome to the world of astrology. And one of the things I want to say to anyone who's new to astrology, remember this: we're made of the same stardust, but in different configurations. So you might be a moon child, but guess what? I've got moon child in my chart too. I wasn't born during the time of Cancer. I love the 60s version of Cancer's name, which is Moonchild. And happy new moon to you, our friend who's new to astrology, Jan N, because we're in the new cycle for your sun sign. All right, Sharon and Janet, hello, everyone. Hello, hello. So because you are all such good sharers, and what I mean by that, like share this to your Facebook page, or maybe if you'd be so inclined, please, what's the word? Subscribe to my YouTube channel, which this is simultaneously webcasting, or just share. But every time you share, your name goes into this basket, and then you win little prizes. And the prizes I've been concentrating on most recently has been the Sabian symbol listing. So I'm going to do that now. But all of you get a wonderful prize just for listening, whether you're listening on the Cosmic Intelligence Agency web page or Facebook page or not. Go to the link and get your free ebook on astrology. There's so much wonderful information in this era, my dear friends. Astrology has gotten out of the closet, and a special welcome to those of you who are new to this, because it is a language that combines up, down, us with the cosmos. It's an amazing language. Okay, so the winner of this week's Sharing is Caring Sabian Symbols, close my eyes, and the winner is Janet Robeson. Janet, congratulations. And so nice. I happen to have your chart and your information, so I'll send you a numerology report, because I think you have your Sabian symbol report. I can also send you numerology reports. Maybe I'll start that next week too. It's always good to get fresh, do something new, do something different. All right, now for the mediumship piece of this, I turn on my right side of the brain, and I close my eyes. I pick two people randomly, and you have to be in the room to receive. So some of you sometimes come. You can come you can be in and out. It doesn't matter to me. I just do this. I'm so honored that you take the time to listen. So I'm going to say my prayer, and we'll do some mediumship. Dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words to be filled with love and light and truth, inspiration and healing for the highest and best as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. All right. Branda Joyce. Hi there. If you're still in the room, I would love to give you a mediumship message. Is it? Okay, it's Brenda Joyce or Branda Joyce. I think your Facebook name is Branda, which is really pretty, and Brenda's really pretty. And are you still there? Branda. Awesome. Okay. Yes. Okay. Branda. Take a deep breath. All right, my dear. As I'm coming into your energy, the first thing I'm made aware of is like I guess I want to just call it, what would you call these things? A buffet, a china cabinet. And it's kind of, maybe it's antiquish. I'm not sure if you still have this china cabinet, but there's light coming in and shining on the beautiful pieces in this cabinetry. And the light is exposing a number of exquisite china cups, dishware from, I believe, a mother or a grandmother. They're beautiful glassware, and it's something. For some reason, my question is, I'm not sure you still have this, but maybe it was a treasured piece because it represented the past with the maternal side of the family. Did you understand what I'm talking about? You're welcome to say something, Branda. I'm just seeing the shelving and this glassware, and it's beautiful kind of china, but it wasn't yours originally. It was from mother or grandmother or both. Little pieces. It was, yes. Okay, good. You understand that. And that message from spirit, because it's being conveyed through an object, and I'm with actually mother and a grandmother, when they're showing me this beautiful glassware, the message is, please take it out and use it now. We're not saving it for a rainy day anymore. And there may be some other people in your family you want to bequeath some of these lovely items to, but have fun with it. And the message is that you've done such a wonderful life by serving others and nurturing others, by feeding others, not just food, but advice. They're giving a lot of accolades your way, Brenda, like job well done. You're not done yet, they're saying, mother and grandmother, but they're saying they're so proud of everything that you have done and communicated with so many people. And it's not just been only within the family. I'm also tuning into your present circumstances, and I'm seeing you having to make a very common decision that only happens once every decade or so. And the decision is, do I stay or do I go? Do I stay the course in this particular environment, or do I make a shift? And there's three possibilities or three alternative places you can move to. And spirit is basically saying to you, Brenda, you won't know until you know 90%. Relax before making the decision. Live where you are right now. And then they're showing me September. And then you have this new enthusiasm for making the next step. I hope this makes sense to you. I hope. Okay. It's appropriate. Okay. You're crying with happiness. Thank you, Brenda. I love both names. You have a lot of feminine energy on the other side. And they're saying, just be in the moment. The move will happen or it won't, but don't go unless you are at least 70 to 80%. Because you don't want to be pressured. You want to do this on your own time, in your own way. All right? Okay. All right. Thank you for being here. Okay. We're going to do another person. Close my eyes. All right. I'm with Rennie Post. Rennie Post. Are you still with us, darling? Rennie Post? Rennie Post. Hello, Edimer. Hello, Joseph. Rennie Post. Okay. I picked you on the other side there. So Rennie has already asked a question. And I can use, okay. Hello. All right. Please allow me to serve. Please allow my words to be filled with love and light, truth, inspiration. For our highest and best, align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. Rennie, do you know what a dream catcher is? Dream catcher is, I guess traditionally, it's a Native American spiritual device. And I don't know the historic or even what American tribe, I might be indigenous to many people on the planet, but I'm seeing very clearly a dream catcher. And literally it has the feathers and the beads. Maybe you have one, or if you don't know what it is, look it up. But I think you understand when I say dream catcher. But I'm using the word not as only as an object of art. I'm using it as an expression that you're catching a dream. And you happened to ask earlier, am I making the right decision? And I'm going to say, I'm applauding about you making this decision, because like that lion tamer going into the arena, you have to up your courage and just go for it, my dear. It's almost as if there is this arena before you of the unknown, but you've been hesitant and working through security issues, financial issues. But what Spirit is saying, you have enough to sustain and take this risk and go forward and make this decision. And the decision's kind of been made for you in any case. But you've been catching this dream. You have to count on that inner sense that you've been wanting to do this change for at least 2 years, maybe more. But the word is, it's time now. So I hope that makes sense for you, Miss Brenda, or Miss Rennie. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Okay. I'm using the word. Okay. I'm using this. You're grateful. Does it make sense to you? Okay. Fantastic. Yeah. Do you have a dream catcher, Rennie, post? Do you own one? Do you know what I speak of? It's like a mandala made of feathers and beads and so forth. Okay. Interesting. All right. Okay. So maybe it's just the play on words. You're catching a dream and you've been playing with this dream for a while, but and something's really pending. It's almost like once you get on the locomotive, it's going to have a life of its own with this change, this decision you've made. And it's freeing you and it's helping you trust in your own confidence to make this shift. Okay. So trusting in your own confidence, and you come from such beautiful, heartfelt compassion for others. All right. So I'm feeling that you're a very nurturing type of person. All right. Good. All right, friends. We're probably at the end of our time together for this week. Next week, we'll jazz it up a little bit. We'll maybe use some tarot cards and so forth. I really hope you have a fantastic week. The message of the day is, I am perfectly imperfect. Please allow the righteousness of Virgo to light your days in the week ahead. Do the right thing the first time. And if you mess up and fall a little bit, avoid that shame and blame game on yourself, because that freezes us and it paralyzes us. And make amends with yourself is the message of the Virgo. And take courage. Be like the lion tamer. Get out into the arena and trust your skill set, and trust that inner heartfelt guidance. Because the lion, remember, is a Leo archetype, and everything starts with the heart. Many blessings, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow night. Please check out the Fellowships of the Spirit, the Nodes Know class. You can, please, I invite you from all over. We have a webinar, we have a PowerPoint, and I will be able to do like little mini reads for all of your charts to show you how you'll be changing things up. And many blessings to you all. I'll see you next week on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, unless I mess up. All right. Many blessings. Good night.